Have you ever seen a coin where the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II looks like it's in motion? That's exactly the rarity that opens our list, the 1967 Canadian dollar. At first glance, it's an ordinary commemorative coin with a goose in flight. But take a closer look and you'll notice something strange. This coin was mistakenly minted twice with a twist in the ring. As a result, it has several silhouettes of the Queen superimposed on each other, and the goose appears to be flying slightly above itself. Such errors are not just rare, they are a real stroke of luck for those who know how to recognize them. The coin received a high grade of MS66 from NGC, and its unusual warm hue only emphasizes its uniqueness. You must admit, it's not every day that you come across such beauty with a manufacturing defect. The result? At one of the auctions, this specimen went for $1,233. Now think, what if you have the same coin somewhere, and you just didn't know what to look for? And now, a real mystery for any collector. Here is a coin that literally has no reverse. This is a $1,979 from Hong Kong with the image of Queen Elizabeth II on both sides. Yes, you heard right, a double obverse, or as it is also called, a coin with two heads. Such minting errors are incredibly rare, especially when it comes to a genuine specimen, officially certified and graded. This coin has received a grade of MS65 from PCGS, and is in excellent condition with a bright shine. The double obverse is not a joke or a fake, but a factory error, which makes this coin especially desirable in the world of numismatics. After all, such a find is not just a collectible rarity, but a conversational exhibit that can amaze even the most experienced experts. In 2022, this unique coin was sold at heritage auctions for an impressive $4,780. Just imagine, almost $5,000 for a coin that they forgot to make a reverse side. Would you have noticed such a detail right away? This next coin is another impressive example of how a mint error can turn an ordinary dollar into a sensation. This is a 1969 Canadian dollar that was struck on the wrong blank, which is what makes it so rare. Instead of the standard dollar blank, the mint mistakenly used a planchet from a $0.50 to 50 cents, and a silver one at that. This error is extremely rare, especially when it comes to proof like minting with a mirror surface and matte elements. The coin was graded PL66 by PCGS, and its condition is simply stunning. Deep mirror shine, like liquid silver, and sharp details as if hand-cut. Scratches that can be seen on the back are not damage to the coin, but marks on the protective capsule. This unique error sold at heritage auctions for $5,760, and it's one of those cases where rarity is determined not by appearance, but by what's inside, the very core of the coin. What we have here is a truly rare find, a 1970 Manitoba dollar struck on the wrong blank. There were only 10 of these coins, and only 6 of them survive. The rest were destroyed. Now imagine holding one of the 6 remaining in the world. The coin has been graded MS60 by PCGS, and despite light handling, it looks great. Its surface is mirror-like shiny, with clear relief and fine detail. On the obverse is a young portrait of Queen Elizabeth II wearing a crown. On the reverse are flowers with the date and denomination. Everything looks as it should if you don't know one nuance. The main rarity is that the coin was minted on a blank made of another metal, which makes it not just a mistake, but a real numismatic miracle. Such specimens almost never end up in private collections. At heritage auctions, this coin was sold for $11,400. Imagine how many more rarities can be hidden in the most unexpected places. Maybe you have them too. And finally, one of the most interesting and expensive errors among Canadian coins is the 1969 proof-like dime. This tiny coin hides a big secret and considerable value. The coin is graded PL60 by PCGS and literally shines with its original mirror-like luster. The reverse clearly shows the characteristic polishing marks of the die, which gives it a special floating glow, when turned in the light. But what makes it truly rare? It was struck on the wrong silver blank due to a malfunction at the Royal Canadian Mint. Such errors are the exception to the rule, and when they occur in proof like minting, they immediately become numismatic sensations. At heritage auctions, this miniature silver dime went under the hammer for an incredible $14,440. Who would have thought that such a small coin could cost almost as much as a car? That's why it's worth taking a close look at each coin. Even a small mistake can turn an ordinary coin into a treasure worth thousands of dollars. What if you already have one of these lying around your house?